Hello there, I'm Candy Johnson. I'm a second year student at ACC. I am taking interactive media arts and also I am a creative. I make all sorts of media like photos, videos, audio, podcasts, and all that good things. And I am here today because I'm gonna show you how I made all this all by myself. I'm gonna show you my process. Okay? Okay. First, before you shoot, you need a plan. For this shoot, we are going to do 3 layouts. For the first one, here's the sketch. So basically, black and white, a model on a white background, very Mugler Fall Winter 2021 collection type of photos. Although those shots are in color, I will be doing mine in black and white just because I think black and white is such a classic yet timeless photo. And for the second layout, this will be a little tighter. This will be a shot of the model of just the upper body and still on a white background, but we are going to play with a pink cardboard. So it will have like playful shapes like triangular throughout the photo. I wanted that to be colored because I want it to be fun yet high fashion. So for the last and the third layout, we are gonna be doing a shoot that is inspired by one of my favorite photographers' work, Cho Ji-sok. Cho Ji-sok just made this shots that are just the face of the model and laying on a table on this position, and then it has a liquid and then some of the randomest thing you will ever find. There will be flowers, insects, like caricature toys, but it's so beautiful. And I've always wanted to try that kind of shoot, and I think this is the right time to try it. So now that we know what we want and we know what we are going to do with this shoot, we gotta gather some materials because I don't have the white background and I don't have the pink cardboard. So I'm gonna go somewhere to get those. So I'm just going to Dollarama to get the stuff that I need. So we're getting the white background, the white floor, the pink paper for the pink cardboard, and I am gluing it together. I'm putting all them together, and my friend is beside me doing her thing and helping me. Time to set the setup. So right now I'm setting up the white background. And I'm hiding back the piano because it's on my way, and setting the floor, and I'm setting the lights and the tripod. There's the whole set. Do we like it? We like it. And I'm doing Nicole's makeup. I've been doing makeup since 2017, so yeah. Right now we're doing the foundation and her face. And I'm doing the eye, nothing really complex, just some brown on the outer lid. And some lipstick, of course. And I'm just giving her the clothes that she's gonna wear during the shoot. So here's us shooting our first layout. I'm directing her on what to do and what to pose. And that ball is actually a display from my room. It's not really an accessory or a bag, but I told her to model it as if it's an accessory or a bag. And here's our second layout. As you can see, I moved forward because the shot will be a little tighter. And she's holding that pink cardboard. So here's me and my friend arranging this line to make it look like liquid. And right now I'm just putting an extra makeup and putting pink on the center of her lid, so it will be more cohesive to the background and to the concept. And right now, I made her pose as if we're doing the shoot because I'm rearranging the camera. And I told her to close her eyes because it's actually the night before her birthday and my friends are getting her cake and lighting the candles. Teka lang. Titignan ko lang dito may camera. To you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Blow your mother's candle. Hello! And we continued. Right now, I am putting a mixture of a blue eyeshadow and a setting spray, and I'm just dripping it all over her face to make it look like she cried. We are just doing the shoot. As you can see, I'm holding the background as well, and I'm shooting from my phone. And we wrapped it. That's a wrap. It's a wrap! Okay, so now that we have all the good raw photos that we need, we are now moving to my favorite part of all this, which is editing the photos. I love editing photos. It just brings it out more. It just brings all the beauty in it more. It makes the photo more beautiful and more sickening. It's my favorite part. So for this part, I will be showing you how I edited one photo from the third layout, and I will be showing you the process and I will talk about it. The reason why I'm only showing you the process of one photo from the third layout is because it's basically the same. The process is going to be the same and I'm going to be using the same apps. Okay, so first of all, we need to crop this photo because there's so much excess space that we don't need, and we're gonna straighten it first because it's not straight, and then we're gonna crop it. And I want to crop it just enough that you can see all of her body and face and all that liquid or slime, because that's basically a slime. And now that you're happy with the crop, we are gonna move on to the first app, which is Retouch. I've been using this since I think 2015, and it's good. I think it's not for free though, you have to buy it. So what it basically does, it's like content fill aware on Photoshop, and if you know that, it basically fills everything that you want it to be filled with. And for this part, I want those black part and the background to be filled with pink because it's the concept of the photo. I want it to be all pink. And then for this, I'm removing all the lines of the paper because, as you know, it's just two paper that glued together. Of course, the line will show, and I am removing it using Retouch. And now that you're happy, you're gonna save it. And for me, I'm not saving it as a copy, I'm modifying the original so that I will not take any more space because my phone is already full. And after you modify it, we're gonna move on to the next app, which is Facetune. Yeah, I've been using this as well since 2015 and I love it. And we're gonna use the maximum size because you need it, because you need to edit every detail. So for this part, I am basically just removing every unwanted texture and I'm smoothing her face out. This is very optional if you just want to smoothen out the face. But for this kind of shoot, this is a very important part because when we go to VSCO, we will sharpen this photo up, and if the texture is still there, the photo will turn ugly when you sharpen it up. It will all make sense later when I edit on VSCO, but right now it's not gonna make sense why I'm smoothing her face up. Now that we're done, we are gonna accentuate some detail. I'm just putting that detail onto the flower on her ear and that slime because I want that slime to be shiny, to look as liquidy as possible. And now I am cheating on this part because that blue paint mixture, it can only go as far where it cannot reach her eye. So right now I am painting some blue into her eye. Doesn't even like, it doesn't have to be so blended because it will not be that noticeable. So now that you save it, I am rotating it because I am gonna go to the Snow app where I am gonna change her facial structure. It's very optional, you don't have to. So basically, I'm making the face smaller, making it thinner, and I'm making the eyes more big, and I am lifting the eyebrows up. Also, I'm making the lower lip bigger. Yes. And then I am retouching the makeup because of all that smoothing that we did with Facetune. The makeup kind of goes away, so this part I'm just retouching it. Gotta do the eyebrows, the eyeshadow, the contour, the blush, everything. And then again, retouching the face. Gotta remove all the blemishes, smoothing the skin, and I am returning the texture because you don't want the picture to look edited and her face. So you need to bring that texture back even just a little teeny tiny bit. So now that you're done, you're gonna go to your VSCO cam, which all the filter goes. So we're gonna rotate it back to its original place. And when I go to VSCO, I always start with highlights because it fills the color. It fills everything in. I always go with 6. Always. And then we will sharpen this up a lot to make it look more crispy. And when the face is not smoothened, all the textures will show and clarity as well. I usually don't go above 4 in clarity, so around 3 or 2 is good. And we're gonna do the grain. I usually don't go above 3 on grain, so usually 2.9 below. And then this exposure, you have to guess it. You have to adjust it according to your liking. It doesn't really have to be exact of what I'm doing. So you have to know what looks good for you and for the photo so you can adjust all this. Then I'm putting some tint, pink tint, to ampen up the pink color of the background. There you go. And I'm putting a yellow shadow tint to make it look very vintagey. Yes, and then for the filter, you just choose whatever worked. Yes, M5. And then you're just gonna adjust it based on your liking. So on here, it's not on full, it's like on point 9.1. That looks good. Look at that. Look at that. And that's basically it. That's the end process. That's all that I do to my photos. Okay. Are you ready to see the final photos? Okay. First, we have the first layout. I love it. I love this so much. This is exactly how I envisioned it. And now, here is the second layout. It's even better. It's even better. I love the triangle shape that cardboard created, and she looks phenomenal. She looks good. She looks good. And finally, the third layout. Oh my god. I mean, come on. I love this. My creative body is just screaming when creating this because look at this. This is art. I hope that this video helped you and gave you some tips and tricks to do your own photo shoot because really I started with nothing. Like all I had when I did my first shoot was our wall. I have my camera and the ring light and my makeup, and that's all I did, and my phone basically. Then that's how I do it. That's how I've always been doing it. And I want you people to know that you can do it too with your phone and your camera and your light, even though you don't have makeup or you don't know how to do makeup. It's possible. Like, there's a lot of ways that you can make it happen, especially nowadays that we have resources like this phone. You can take photos on that phone, you can do Photoshop on that phone, you can edit that on your phone and put it out using your phone. Like, so yes, I hope you feel inspired to create your own photo shoot, and I hope I gave you some helpful tips and tricks to do it. So yes, thank you for tuning in. Bye.